push the record button? All right, these are your notes for chapter 12.3 in your red textbook, counting methods and sample spaces. Your essential question is describe how you can check whether your list of your sample space is accurate. Describe how you can check whether your list is accurate. That's your essential question. All right, today with sample spaces, we did a little bit of this in class where we had the list of school uniforms that you could wear based on khaki and navy pants and the 6 color shirts. The most effective way to make a sample space is to use a tree diagram. So in our first example, it says Marissa is shopping for a portable MP3 player. The player comes in black, silver, and red. So she has 3 colors. So we have colors, black, red, and silver. Okay, these are for an MP3 player. You know, an iPod. And then it says she can choose between models that store 120 songs or 240 songs. So we have our models. And we have 140, right? No, 120, 240. 120 or 240. Okay? So your first option is to make a tree map. Well, I can say, okay, well, she has the 120 model and the 240 model. Okay? And each one of those models is also available in each color. So I can say, okay, we've got the black, the silver, and the red. We've got the black, the silver, and the red. Okay? This is called a tree diagram. If there were, say, additional options like maybe a case or no case, then from here you could come out and say with a case, no case. Case, no case. But that's not in our exact answer, but that would be how you would continue a tree diagram. So in this example, it wants to know how many different options of MP3 players does she have. Well, you can just count. Okay, you can say 1, 2, 3, and this is a really crummy marker. This must be about old pink one. Yep. I missed. All right, we've got, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different choices. So she's got 6 different options of MP3 players. Okay? Now, on here, this is kind of a long way to do things. So this isn't the best method, maybe, for this particular problem. The next option that you could have used was using our fundamental counting principle. Fundamental counting principle. Add that to your vocabulary. Fundamental counting principle. Which tells us there were 3 colors and there were 2 models. Therefore, I can take those 2 numbers and multiply them together, and that's going to give me the total options. Okay? This method is a lot better to use when you have a lot of options. For example, you went to Subway and you wanted to figure out how many types of sandwiches you could have with all those choices. Or Sonic, figure out how many kind of iced tea drinks they have. Okay? They say they're the ultimate iced tea drink stop. There's an extra credit project for you. Okay? Why don't you figure that out? How many different versions of iced tea can you actually make? Are they true when they say they have 50,000 some odd drinks? I don't know. But this is called your fundamental counting principle. Let's do an example with that. Okay? Let's go back to Sonic. Let's say we're going to go with our Sonic drink choices. And I'm not sitting here with a menu in hand, so we're just going to go off memory. Let's say you've got sizes first. You can have a small, a medium, a large, and remember you can have a Route 44, which is that big, huge one that doesn't fit in your cup holder. You got your sizes, and then you've got your drinks. We're not going to list them all because that would take us a long time. Let's go with Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, and tea. Right? So that's been a choice? Yeah, sure, why not? Tea. just use those options. And then let's say we've got the add-ins, the flavors. I can have vanilla. They've got cherry. I know they've got lemon, lime, grape, blue coconut, which by the way is really good in Sprite. Let's see what else they got. They've got mango now, and I think they've got peach, and they've got like low-calorie cherry. They've got all kinds of stuff. Okay, I know they've got an apple in there, but that's enough for now. All right, this is what I'm saying. This is a great extra credit project if you actually figure this out. How many drink options are there really? Sizes: small, medium, large, Route 44, drinks, Coke, Sprite, DP&T, and we're not even adding in the slushies yet. Add-on flavors. We've got some flavors. So using our fundamental counting principle, we can figure out what the total drink choices are with these options, which makes more sense than a tree map because there's so many add-on flavors, you'd be writing those flavors over and over and over and over again. When you are making a tree map, the best way to make a tree map is to start with your longest list and work to your smallest list so you're writing less. It doesn't matter the order. If I were to make a tree map out of this, I could start with my flavors and work my way back to sizes, but that's not the way you order a drink, so it's a little mind confusing. That's why using the fundamental counting principle is a lot more convenient and a lot shorter method. Sizes, I've got 4. Drinks, I've got 4. Flavors, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All I do is take these numbers, multiply them together, and I end up with 4 times 4 is 16, times 8, I get 128 different drinks. Okay? 128. Now granted, some of those drinks might be very similar because we're just talking sizes here, but there's still 128 options when you pulled in. And think about the fact that we don't even have all the drinks yet, nor do we have all the flavors, nor did we add in the slushies. And now there's like 4 different types of tea. Do we want it sweet or unsweet? I don't know. You find out. Have a good evening.